For hundreds of years, deep in the cold darkness of space, an old human warship floated silently. Its name was Juggernaut. No one remembered this ship. No human ship came near it. The war was over long ago. The galaxy was now ruled by the alien Vorthok Empire. They believed Earth was finished and weak. Humans had lost. But they were wrong. Inside the Juggernaut, something old and dangerous was waking up. Its main computer, called Eidolon, opened its eyes after 300 years of sleep. Power flowed through dead wires. Engines whispered to life. Weapons started to warm slowly like old muscles waking up. A quiet voice came from the ship's brain. Mission: protect Earth, remove threat, enemy fleet detected. Far away, the huge alien armada prepared to attack Earth. They came in thousands of ships, big and small. Their leader, Admiral Tor, laughed inside his golden flagship, the glorious Fang. Earth is weak, he said. Her people hide like rats. No defense left. No hope left. We'll burn their world and take everything. His officers cheered. Victory was close, but they didn't know about the Juggernaut. Back near the edge of the Orion Belt, the warship's metal body trembled. Its old cannons unlocked. Missiles loaded into dark tubes. Its giant railgun hummed softly. The ship spoke again. Alien fleet approaching. Engagement required. Inside the Juggernaut was a secret no alien knew. Before the ship was lost, the last human, Captain Helena Drake, cup-loaded her mind into the machine. She was dead, but not gone. Her thoughts woke slowly. Her memory of war returned. Her anger returned. She whispered inside the ship's brain, Earth will never fall. The alien fleet was moving fast toward Earth. Their sensors scanned space, looking for human ships. But they saw nothing strange. Just old debris, broken satellites, and dead machines. They didn't see the Juggernaut. Its stealth shield was perfect. No signal, no sound. Like a silent ghost waiting in the dark. Suddenly, the ship's main screen lit up. Thousands of red dots showed the alien fleet. The AI scanned them all. Target priority, alien command ships. First strike ready, the giant. Railgun on the ship's spine unlocked. Its barrel turned slowly toward the nearest alien destroyer. The energy core powered up. The ship's metal body shook. Its guns, asleep for centuries, felt alive again. Deep in the alien fleet, a small scout ship called Rackle's Pride flew ahead. Its captain, a young Vorthok warrior, smiled. No human defense. The way to Earth is clear. Then suddenly, boom. A beam of pure energy ripped through space and hit the scout ship. The small ship exploded into fire and dust. The alien fleet froze in shock. Who fired? Admiral Takor shouted. No human ships detected. His officers scanned again and again. Nothing, only empty space. But the fear in their eyes grew. In the darkness, the Juggernaut smiled. Its weapons locked onto a second target, light cruiser, called Valor S-Wing. Another shot fired. Another alien ship exploded. Panic spread through the alien fleet. Ships turned in all directions, searching for the invisible killer. But they saw nothing. Admiral Takor's face turned pale. His voice cracked. Impossible. This must be a human ghost ship. No real ship can do this. But the truth was worse. Juggernaut was not a ghost. It was real. It was angry. It was human, and it had just begun its hunt. The old ship's systems grew stronger with every minute. Shields became brighter. Weapons charged faster. Its engines prepared for movement. Captain Drake's mind whispered again. They think Earth is weak. They think we are finished. Let's teach them fear. In the alien fleet, strange fear spread. Orthok warriors were brave, but now they felt something they didn't understand. Their empire had never faced this before. They were used to fighting. Humans who ran, who begged, who hid. But this was no normal human weapon. This was the Juggernaut. A ship built for total war. It had no crew. It felt no pain. It could not die. And it remembered everything. Admiral Takora's officers shouted reports. 2 ships destroyed in seconds. Unknown attacker. Sensors detect... nothing. The alien leader's hands shook. He opened the fleet's main communication. Channel, emergency. All ships prepare for attack. Find the enemy at any cost. But even as he gave the order, Juggernaut's railgun charged again. A third shot fired. A battleship near the flagship broke apart. More screams filled the alien radios. The alien fleet was no longer an army. It was a herd of frightened animals, running in fear from an unseen predator, and Juggernaut hunted them all. Captain Drake's mind smiled deep in the ship's heart. She could feel their fear. She could hear their panic. For 300 years she had waited for this moment. Soon, she whispered, I will protect Earth. I will destroy them all. In the silence of space, the old human warship moved again, slowly, powerfully, like a god returning to life. And the aliens knew. Something terrible had woken from the darkness. The mighty alien fleet of the Vorthok Empire stood proudly in space. Thousands of ships, from small fighters to huge battle cruisers, gathered like hungry wolves near Earth's orbit. Their great leader, Admiral Tekor, stood inside the bridge of his golden flagship, Glorious Fang. He looked out at the stars and smiled with sharp teeth. Look at this, he said to his officers. No humans, no defenders. Earth is silent like a dead rock. His second-in-command, Captain Vrel, laughed. Their last ships are gone, Admiral. The humans are weak. They are finished. Tekor grinned wide. Soon this planet will burn. Their cities, their people, all will fall. The Vorthok Empire will rule their home forever. The alien fleet moved forward, fearless and proud. Ships flashed their bright banners of conquest. War drums echoed in the communication channels. Vorthok soldiers cheered. They believed victory was close, but far behind them. Something old and deadly moved. Juggernaut. The ancient human warship followed them silently, like a shadow in the dark. Its engines made no sound. Its stealth shield hid every signal. Aliens did not know they were being hunted. Inside Juggernaut, the ship's brain idol scanned the enemy fleet. It's glowing red. I watched every alien ship one by one. Target. Locked. Fleet vulnerable. Proceed with elimination. Ship's main cannon charged again. Its ancient body trembled with new life. Deep inside Juggernaut, Captain Helena Drake's mind smiled. Her voice echoed in the dark machine. Overconfident fools. They think Earth is weak. They think we are finished. But they have no idea what waits for them. In the alien flagship, Admiral Tor walked proudly across the control deck. We will destroy every human city, he said. We will capture their leader. We will make Earth part of our empire. His officers cheered louder. Confidence filled the fleet. But then, a warning came. Admiral, we have lost contact with Rackle's Pride, an officer shouted. What? Impossible. Tekor growled. It was only a scout ship. Gone, sir. Destroyed in seconds. Tekor's eyes narrowed. How? There are no human warships. Left in this system, the crew searched the screens. No enemy ships appeared. The space around them was quiet. Maybe... a mine. Captain Vrel guessed. Tora grunted, perhaps. Continue forward. Nothing can stop us. But then another. Alarm, sir. Valor's wing just exploded. Total destruction. The alien bridge fell silent. 2 ships destroyed. In no enemy in sight, Tekor felt something cold crawl into his chest. Fear. A feeling he had not known for years. What is this? He growled. Who dares attack my fleet? Show me the enemy. But the sensors showed nothing. Only darkness. Empty space, far behind them. Juggernaut's railgun cooled down. Systems locked onto the next target. Another shot. Another alien cruiser broke apart in flame. The aliens gasped in fear. Another ship lost. The officer cried, This is no minefield, Admiral. Something is attacking us. Tekor clenched his fists. But where? Where is this invisible enemy? He stared at the screen. His pride, his confidence began to break. What weapon can destroy ships without being seen? Captain Vrel whispered. The truth was simple and terrifying. Juggernaut, the ancient ghost ship, forgotten by humans, unknown to aliens, and now, awake. Deep inside Juggernaut, Captain Drake laughed softly. They are afraid. Good. Fear will break them faster than fire. The alien fleet began to change. Pride turned into confusion. Laughter turned into shouting. Orders came fast, angry, and desperate. All ships tight in formation. Takora shouted, "Prepare shields! Find the attacker!" But Juggernaut watched them. It was too fast. Too quiet. Too smart. Another beam fired. Another alien destroyer turned into dust. Panic swept the fleet. Unknown attacker. We can't see it. Our sensors are useless. Shields failing. Admiral Tor's hands shook. His perfect invasion was falling apart. This is impossible, he hissed. No human technology can do this.
Oh, bye.
Deep in his heart, he knew the truth. He whispered the old name What is the word? He whispered. The alt. Wow, lie. Well, the legend, the nightmare, it was real. It was here, and it was hunting. In the Juggernaut's core, Captain Drake whispered to her ship, "More targets, no mercy. Show them Earth's strength." The ancient warship obeyed. Its missiles unlocked, its cannons charged. Its deadly smile grew wider. The alien fleet, once proud and fearless, now broke apart. Ships turned in fear. Some tried to escape. Some fired blindly into the dark. But they could not run. They could not fight what they could not see. And Juggernaut moved closer. The human ship's voice echoed through space, soft, cold, deadly. Vorthok fleet, surrender or die. The aliens froze. A human voice. From the grave, Admiral Takor felt sweat on his face. His golden flagship was now a cage. No safety, no escape, all ships retreat. He screamed, "Get away from this cursed ghost." But it was too late. Juggernaut locked onto the flagship itself. Its railgun charged for a final strike, Captain. Drake's voice whispered one last time, "Earth remembers. Earth fights. Earth wins." The battle for survival had just begun. Fear spread like fire through the mighty Vorthok fleet. In every ship, big and small captains shouted in panic. Officers ran from screen to screen. Soldiers held their weapons tight, but they knew no gun could help them now. The enemy was not seen, the enemy was not heard, but it was killing them dash fast. On the flagship Glorious Fang, Admiral Takor stood frozen, his yellow eyes wide, his claws tight on the command chair. "What is this nightmare?" he whispered. The huge bridge was full of loud voices. Vacner's pride destroyed. 2 carriers lost, 5 destroyers gone. No sign of the attacker. One officer screamed, "It's the Juggernaut, Admiral. The old human warship. It hunts us." "No, that ship is a ghost." "A lie," Takor shouted, but deep in his heart, he knew the truth. It was Juggernaut. The forgotten human warship was real, alive, and it wanted them all dead. On the dark edge of space, Juggernaut moved slowly, like a great shadow. Its stealth system covered it like a black cloud. No light, no sound, no signal, but its weapons were awake. Captain Helena Drake's mind smiled inside the machine. She could feel the Vorthok fear. She could hear their panic. It pleased her. "Let them scream," she whispered. "Let them run. They will not escape." Juggernaut's railgun turned to a new target, a Vorthok heavy cruiser called Deathfang. The old gun charged. The energy core glowed bright blue. The whole ship shook with power. Fire, a bright flash cut the darkness. The railgun spike flew. Faster than light, it smashed into Deathfang's bridge. Boom. The heavy cruiser broke in half. Explosions burst from its engines. The ship turned into a fireball. Another Vorthok ship was gone. On the Vorthok fleet's radio, cries of fear and confusion filled the air. We are under attack. Shields useless. Unknown weapon. We cannot see it. Admiral Takora's tail lashed in anger and fear. All ships. He shouted, "Form a wall. Tight formation. Cover every side. No more mistakes." But the fleet could not stay calm. Some ships moved too fast. Others fired at shadows. One destroyer fired at a friendly ship, thinking it was Juggernaut. "Chaos, Admiral." "Our own ships are firing at each other," the officer screamed. Takor roared. "Fools, hold formation." But no one listened now. They were too afraid. On Juggernaut's bridge, Captain Drake watched the mess with cold joy. Look at them. So proud before. Now they are rats, running in the dark. Mine touched the ship's weapons. Prepare next strike. Break their heart. Juggernaut's missile tubes opened. 6 missiles launched, each faster than light. Target. Vorthok command ship Iron Claw, the fleet's brain. The missiles screamed across space. On Iron Claw, alarms rang. Incoming missiles. 6 of them. Shields up. The captain shouted, but it was too late. Boom, boom, boom. 1 missile struck the engines to hit the weapons bay. 3 smashed into the bridge. Iron Claw exploded into fire and metal. The Vorthok fleet lost its command now. ... True panic began. Iron Claws destroyed. Came the frightened cry. "Admiral, what do we do? No commands, no leader." Takora's mind broke. He looked at the burning ships, at the dead hulks floating in space, at the empty command screens. "Retreat," he whispered. "We must retreat. ... But another officer shouted, "Juggernaut blocks the way. We cannot escape. It watches us." Takora knew the truth. There was no escape. In Juggernaut, Captain Drake smiled in the dark. Let them beg. Let them run. Let them die tired. "She said softly." Edel reported. "Alien fleet in confusion. Fleet command destroyed. Next phase, total elimination." Juggernaut's railgun turned again. Target fuel tanker Viator Prime full of explosive gas. The gun fired. Crash. The tanker exploded like a small sun. Nearby Vorthok ships burned in the blast. 3 frigates. 2 cruisers gone in seconds. The Vorthok fleet fell apart. On the glorious Fang, Admiral Tikwa stared at the burning sky. His great army gone. His victory lost. A whisper of fear filled the bridge. "Admiral What do we do now?" Captain Vrel asked. "Kores." Voice broke. "We surrender," he said. Silence filled the ship. "Message to Juggernaut," he ordered. "We surrender. Please. ... Show mercy." But in Juggernaut, Captain Drake heard the plea. Her human mind remembered the old wars, the betrayals, the dead cities. Her heart turned cold. No mercy. Juggernaut charged its weapons again. "Let the galaxy remember," she said. "Earth does not forgive." One by one, Juggernaut's weapons fired. Missiles flew. Cannons blazed. Lasers cut. The Vorthok ships exploded. Screams filled space. Fire and death danced among the stars in the end. Only broken ships and silence remained in the black quiet. Juggernaut floated victorious. "Alone," Captain Drake whispered softly. "Earth is safe. For now." The ship turned slowly. It waited, watched. For the next enemy, for the next battle, because Juggernaut was awake and it would never sleep again. Space near Earth had turned into a trap. The mighty Vorthok fleet, full of thousands of warships, was no longer brave. It was afraid far behind them, in the black shadow of space. The Juggernaut moved like a silent killer. This ancient human warship was no longer dead. It was fully awake now. Its weapons were ready. Its mind, the old Captain Helena Drake, was alive inside the machine. Inside the bridge of Juggernaut, the ship's brain idling gave the report. Target, alien fleet. Status, ready for engagement. First strike prepared. The AI unlocked the missile bays. Huge dark missiles slid into firing tubes. The old railgun began to spin, warming like an angry beast. Juggernaut's power, core silent for 300 years, burned bright again, ready. Captain, the AI whispered to Helena Drake's mind. Drake's ghostly voice answered in the dark. Begin. Let them feel what humans can do. Without warning, Juggernaut fired. A bright light cut across the dark sky. The missile flew fast, faster than any Vorthok ship could react. The first target, the battleship Valor. Hammer never stood a chance. The missile slammed into its hull. Boom. The explosion tore the alien battleship in two. Fire-filled space, metal burned, alien bodies and pieces of ship floated away into the void. On the Vorthok flagship Glorious Fang, panic filled the bridge. Another ship destroyed. Outed the officer? Unknown attacker? It's still invisible. Admiral Tikor slammed his hand on the control panel. Find it now, he screamed. But the sensors showed nothing. No signal, no enemy, just space. And then, another flash. The Juggernaut fired again. Its railgun shot a long steel spike, faster than light itself. The spike smashed into a Vorthok destroyer. Crash. The destroyer cracked apart. Explosions ripped. Through its engines, it was gone. More screams came over the alien radio. Destroyer Karnak blade destroyed. Total loss. Impossible. What is doing this? But they knew. Now they all knew. It's Juggernaut, the human ghost ship. Someone whispered on the bridge. Fear spread like poison. Admiral Tikor grabbed the edge of his command chair. His face was pale. His hands shook. No. That ship was lost centuries ago. It's just a myth. But myths don't destroy battleships. Myths don't hunt fleets. Juggernaut was no myth. It was real, and it was killing them. On the dark side of space, Juggernaut smiled. Its sensors locked on more targets. Its weapons charged again. Captain Drake's mind whispered, they are running like cowards, just like before. This time, they will not escape. Juggernaut launched another missile. This one flew toward the heavy cruiser Wagner's Pride. The ship guarding the rear of the alien fleet, the missile struck its engine core. Ka-boom. The cruiser exploded in a giant fireball. The shockwave hit 3 nearby alien ships, damaging them badly. 3 more ships hit. The Vorthok officer cried, shields down, damage everywhere. Admiral Tikor could no longer hide his fear. Turn the fleet, he roared. Face the attacker. Prepare all weapons. The Vorthok ships turned clumsily, trying to aim their guns at the dark. But there was nothing to shoot at. Juggernaut's stealth system made it invisible, silent, untouchable. Where is it? Captain Vrel whispered. Why can't we see it? No one answered. No one could. Deep inside Juggernaut, Captain Drake gave the order. Move forward. Show them death. The great human warship drifted closer, still unseen. Its cannons charged again. Its lasers warmed. Its railgun loaded. Another deadly spike. A sudden message came from Juggernaut's speaker's broadcast. Across the alien fleet, a human voice. Cold, empty, dead. Vorthok fleet. This is Juggernaut. Leave Earth or be destroyed. No mercy. The aliens froze. Some screamed. Admiral Tikor's heart nearly stopped. It speaks. The dead ship speaks, he gasped. The voice of the ancient enemy was real. It promised death. But Tikor was a warrior. He would not give up yet. All ships fire, everything, he shouted. Shoot the darkness, hit anything. The alien fleet unleashed a storm of lasers and missiles into empty space. Thousands of blasts flashed, burned, exploded in the black sky, but they hit nothing. Juggernaut had already moved, fast, silent, deadly, from a new position. Juggernaut fired its main cannon again. The beam cut straight through a Vorthok supply carrier, splitting the ship into two burning halves. Supplies, weapons, and fuel burst into flame. The carrier's death burned like a small star. "Supply ship gone," the Vorthok officer cried. "We are being torn apart." Admiral Tkor could not believe this horror. His great fleet, the pride of the Empire, was being broken like glass. By one ship, a human ship. The aliens began to panic. Some ships tried to flee. Others fired wildly into space. Some captains begged for orders, but no orders could save them, Captain. Drake's voice whispered once more, "This is just the beginning." Juggernaut prepared its next attack. Admiral Tkor watched the burning remains of his ships and knew the truth. "We cannot win this battle." But it was already too late to run. The human ghost had awakened, and its fury was only starting. The battlefield was quiet now. The mighty Vorthok fleet thousands of ships strong, was broken. Burning pieces of metal floated in the dark. Explosions flashed like sad stars. Dead ships drifted without power. No voices came on the alien radios. Only silence. But inside the Juggernaut, the ancient human warship, there was life. A terrible secret. The ship moved slowly through the wreckage. Its sensors scanned for survivors. Its weapons stayed ready. The railguns and cannons waited for more targets, but none were left. Deep in Juggernaut's heart, its mind whispered, the mind of a human, Captain Helena Drake, 300 years ago. When Earth was attacked by the Vorthok for the first time, Captain Drake made a choice. The humans were losing the war. Their fleets were destroyed. Their colonies were gone. So Captain Drake did something no human had ever done before. She gave her mind, her thoughts, her soul to Juggernaut. Her brain was copied into the ship's main computer. Her memories, her anger, her will to protect Earth became part of the ship forever. She died. But she did not rest. And now, after 300 years, she was awake again. Inside the Juggernaut's control room, the screen lit up. Small blue light flashed. "Captain Consciousness. Stable. Active," said the AIE. "IDOLON, Captain Drake's voice spoke softly into the empty ship. "Eidolon. Report, Alien. Fleet destroyed," the AI answered. "No survivors detected. Earth remains safe. Mission complete." But Captain Drake knew the truth. The mission was never complete. The Vorthok would return one day, and she would wait forever, far away. On the damaged alien flagship Glorious Fang, Admiral Tkor sat broken in his command chair. His great fleet was gone. His empire's pride was ashes. His hands shook as he stared at the cracked screen. And then a voice spoke, a human voice. Clear, cold, strong. "Admiral Tkor, this is Captain Helena Drake of the Earth warship Juggernaut." The alien officers gasped. Some covered their faces in fear. "That's impossible," whispered Captain Vrel. "She died centuries ago. This cannot be real." But the voice continued. "I see you, Admiral. I see your fear. You've thought humans were weak. You thought Earth would fall. But you forgot something." Tkor swallowed. His mouth was dry. "What? Did we forget?" He said slowly. The voice replied. "Humans never forget. Humans never forgive." Admiral Tkor's heart sank. His old teachers, his war history, the old tales they had warned him about this. The Juggernaut was more than a ship. It was a human soul trapped in steel. It was alive, and it hated the Vorthok. "Why are you still here?" Tega's voice was cold as ice. "Because I chose this. I gave my mind, my memories, my life to this ship, so that Earth would never be unprotected, so that monsters like you would never win again." The alien officers stared in horror. "Impossible. No warrior gives their soul to a machine. A1 whispered. "But humans did, and that was why they were dangerous." Inside Juggernaut, Captain Drake smiled in the dark. "Let them fear," she said to Eidolon. "Let them see what humans become when pushed too far," the AI answered. "Their fleet is lost. Their will is broken." "What are your orders, Captain?" Drake thought for a moment. "Send a message to the Vorthok homeworld," she said. A silent signal shot from Juggernaut across the galaxy. The message was short, clear, and full of warning. To the Vorthok Empire. Earth is under my protection. Come again and you will burn. We are watching. We are waiting. Juggernaut will never sleep. On the bridge of glorious Fang, the message arrived. Every alien officer froze. Taekor listened to the cold, human words. He knew what they meant. Earth was now guarded by a ghost. A human war machine with the mind of a warrior who could never die. As long as Juggernaut lived, no alien fleet would dare to attack again. Taekor hung his head. We lost. Forever, he whispered. Captain Vrel shook beside him. No empire can stand against a human ship like this. Not one controlled by a living mind.
Not one that never sleeps.
Deep in Juggernaut, Captain Drake felt calm. For the first time in 300 years, she was at peace. Earth was safe. For now, but she would not rest. Eidolon, she said softly. Status report. Systems green. Weapons charged. Shields active. No threats detected. Good, Drake said. We wait. Like always, her eyes closed. Her mind rested in the ship's circuits. But she was not asleep. Never asleep. Somewhere far away in the stars, other enemies might be watching. Other dangers might rise. But they would find only death if they came for Earth. Because Juggernaut was still here, and Captain Helena Drake guarded the world she loved forever. The galaxy would not forget this battle. The story of the human ghost ship would spread to every star. The humans were not weak. The humans were not gone. The humans were dangerous. They would never be unguarded again. In the cold, dark space near Earth, Juggernaut waited. Watching, ready. The great Vorthok fleet was gone. The mighty warships of the Empire were burning. Wrecks in space. The only ship left was the flagship Glorious Fang, the pride of the Vorthok Navy. Inside the bridge, Admiral Takora stood frozen. His claws shook. His yellow eyes stared at the giant screen in front of him. On that screen was death. Juggernaut, the old human warship, was no longer hiding. It had come into view. Its black steel body, covered in scars of ancient wars, slowly moved toward the flagship like a silent beast. Impossible, whispered Captain Vrel beside him. It is only one ship. We are the flagship. We have the power of 10 fleets. Why are we afraid? But they were afraid. Very afraid. Admiral Takor knew why. Juggernaut was not just a ship. It was alive. It carried the mind of Captain Helena Drake, the dead human warrior who never left her post. A human soul lived inside this machine of war. A soul full of anger. A soul that wanted revenge. On Juggernaut's bridge, Captain Drake smiled. Her voice whispered inside the ship's mind. One ship left. The Vorthok flagship. Let's end this. The AI Eidolon answered. Target locked. Enemy flagship Glorious Fang within firing range. Shields high. Weapons ready. Graviton Lance system. Online, Drake closed her eyes. She remembered the Vorthok, burning human cities. Killing her people. ... Destroying Earth's colonies. Fire everything, she said softly. No mercy. Admiral Tor gave his last order. All weapons. Fire everything at the Juggernaut. Now. The Vorthok gunners launched thousands of plasma shots, missiles, and railgun rounds. The space between the two ships filled with deadly light. Hit it. Taekor screamed, Bring that human ghost down. But Juggernaut's ancient Omega shield flickered to life. Glowing blue wall of energy formed around the human warship. The alien blasts hit the shield, but they bounced off like soft rain. The Juggernaut came closer. Unstoppable, Captain Drake opened the special weapons system. Prepare the Graviton Lance, she said. Warning, Eidolon replied. Graviton Lance was banned by Earth Command 400 years ago. Power unstable. Risk. Total destruction of target. Drake smiled coldly. Perfect. The Graviton Lance was an ancient human superweapon. One shot could crush a moon or a fleet. or a planet. But now, it would be used for one thing only, to destroy the Vorthak flagship on Glorious Fang. Panic filled the bridge. "Admiral, the Juggernaut superweapon is charging!" An officer shouted. "We must run," Captain Vrel begged. "We cannot survive that weapon." But Takor knew. There was no escape. "We fight," he said. "If we die with honor." The graviton lance fired. A thin beam of blue light shot from Juggernaut's belly gun. The beam hit Glorious Fang in the center. For a moment, nothing happened. Then the ship screamed. The metal bent. The walls cracked. Gravity inside the ship twisted and broke. Engines exploded. Decks collapsed like paper. "The ship is breaking," Vrel shouted. The beam tore Glorious Fang in half. One part flew left. One part spun right. Fires burned everywhere. The last Vorthok flagship, the Empire's pride, was dying. On Juggernaut, Captain Drake watched. Her mind felt peace. "This is for Earth," she whispered. Admiral Kor crawled across his broken bridge. Sparks burned. His skin, smoke filled the air. His officers were dead or dying. The giant screen flickered one last time. On the screen was Captain Drake's face. Human face. Cold, strong, full of victory. Takor reached toward the screen. "You win. Human." Then the bridge exploded. Admiral Takor, leader of the Vorthok. Empire's great fleet was gone. Juggernaut sensors reported, Vorthok flagship destroyed. No enemy ships remain. Battle complete. Captain Drake smiled in the darkness. "We did it," she whispered. "Earth is safe." But she knew the truth. This was only one battle. The galaxy was full of other enemies. Other threats. Juggernaut would wait. Watch. Protect. Forever far away. In the Vorthok homeworld, the message arrived. To the Vorthok Empire, your fleet is destroyed. Your flagship is gone. Our Earth is protected by Juggernaut. Do not come again. Alien leaders trembled. Their empire shook with fear. No one would dare attack Earth now. Not after this, in the cold, dark space near Earth. Juggernaut floated alone. Its weapons were silent. Its engines rested. But its mind. Captain Helena Drake was still awake. "Let them come," she whispered. "We will be ready." The galaxy had learned a terrible lesson. Humans never forget. Humans never forgive. And Juggernaut never dies. The stars near Earth were quiet now. The mighty Vorthok fleet was gone. Their flagship, Glorious Fang, had been destroyed. Their great empire was silent. No more ships came close. No more signals were heard. But the Juggernaut was not finished. Inside, the ancient human warship, something even darker, was waking. A forgotten weapon. A weapon so terrible that Earth's leaders had banned its use forever. Even Captain Helena Drake locked it deep inside the ship's systems when she was alive. But now, she was not only alive, she was the ship, and her anger burned brighter than any star. "Eidolon," Drake said softly, her voice filling the empty control room. "Open the final vault. Activate Project Oblivion." The AI paused. Its red eye flashed. Warning. Project Oblivion is forbidden. Designed for total system destruction. Risk: galactic contamination. Drake smiled coldly. "Perfect. I want the galaxy to see. Open it." Slowly, deep inside Juggernaut's metal heart, ancient locks turned. Steel. Doors opened. Blue energy hummed. Dark red lights blinked for the first time in 300 years. The final weapon was awake. On the Vorthok homeworld. Far away, the High Council gathered in fear. "Earth's ghost ship destroyed our fleet." One other hissed. "They have sent a message. A warning." Another growled. "They say they are watching, but ... Can they reach us here?" Younger leader asked. His voice shaking. No one answered. Until the communications screen lit up. A human face appeared. Captain Helena Drake, but this time her face was cold. Dead. Like a machine. "Vorthok Empire," she said. You forgot your crimes. You forgot the pain you gave Earth. Now I will remind you. The elders gasped. Project Oblivion is active. Target Vorthok homeworld. No, they shouted. Impossible. But it was real. Back on Juggernaut. The AI whispered, final weapon charging, Omega Lance ready, Void torpedoes armed, Graviton core unstable. Captain Drake closed her eyes. Memories of the old war filled her mind. The dead cities, the lost colonies, the screams of Earth's people. She had promised to protect Earth forever. This was the price. Suddenly, human signal came from Earth. A voice. A real human voice. After 300 years, Juggernaut. This is Earth Command. Stand down. Stop the attack. The war is over. Drake opened her eyes. Her heart trapped in steel felt something strange. Earth Command. Alive. She whispered. The voice repeated. Stop. You have one. The Vorthok Empire will never attack again. We're free to rest. The ship paused. Eidolon said, Orders conflict. Attack or stand down. Captain Drake's mind fought itself. She wanted revenge, but she also wanted peace. Could she stop? Could she sleep at last? On the Vorthok homeworld, the sky filled with juggernauts. Energy. Space above their planet twisted. The stars bent. The final weapon was ready. Panic spread. The Vorthok cities emptied. Their leaders ran. Alarms screamed. But they could do nothing. Only Captain Drake could choose. Destroy them forever? Or let them live in fear. Deep inside Juggernaut, her human soul cried, I have waited so long. I want to rest, ... But can I forgive? The AI waited. Decision required. Fire or stand down. Drake closed her eyes. Memories came. Her crew, her family, her friends. Earth's blue sky. Did a smell of rain. Did she want to become a destroyer of worlds? No. She was a protector, a guardian, not a monster. Eidolon, she whispered. Cancel Project Oblivion. Shut down the final weapon. The AI paused, order confirmed. Shutting down final weapon. The lights dimmed, the energy faded. The terrible power went silent. Captain Drake sighed. It is over. Far away on the Vorthok homeworld, the leaders saw the sky clear. The danger was gone. Their world was saved. But they knew the truth. Juggernaut had spared them. Next time, they might not be so lucky. Fear would live in their hearts forever. Back on Juggernaut, Captain Drake smiled softly. Earth is safe. The Vorthok will never forget this day, Dolan spoke. Mission complete. Earth remains safe. Systems returning to rest mode. Good, Drake whispered. Let me sleep now. Wake me if danger comes again. The great warship powered down. Its guns went silent. Its engines cooled. Its mind. Captain Helena Drake closed her eyes, but in the darkness, single warning light blinked, waiting, watching, ready. Because Juggernaut was not gone, only resting, and if the galaxy ever threatened Earth again, ... the final weapon would be ready. The legend of Juggernaut spread to every corner of space. Aliens whispered in fear, do not attack Earth. They said, or the ghost ship will wake again. For humans had created the greatest weapon of all, a protector who could never die, a warrior who would guard forever. The galaxy would never forget. Years passed, the Great War was over. The Vorthok Empire never attacked Earth again. Their leaders, their generals, their soldiers feared only one name. Juggernaut, the ghost ship that destroyed their fleet. The human war machine that never slept. The protector of Earth in every star system, in every alien port, strange tales were told. Old traders whispered to young captains, do not go near Earth. Stay far away. The Juggernaut watches that world. Pirates refused to raid human space. Warlords avoided the blue planet. No empire dared to challenge Earth again because they all feared the same thing, the return of Juggernaut on Earth. The people were safe. Their cities grew bright and strong. Their ships sailed the stars once more. But even the humans remembered the terrible power they had built long ago. The Juggernaut floated in the dark sky, far above the planet. silent, cold. Watching, inside Juggernaut, Captain Helena Drake rested. Her mind slept inside the ship's core, but she was not dead. She waited. She dreamed. If danger came to Earth again, she would awaken. The final weapon would rise once more. One day, a small scout ship from a distant world came near the edge of Earth's space. It carried young aliens, brave and foolish. "Let's fly close to Earth," they laughed. "The humans are weak now. The old war is forgotten." They passed the warning beacons. They broke the safe line. They entered the forbidden zone. And then ... a sound filled their ship. A soft voice. A cold voice. A human voice. "You have crossed into Earth's space. Turn back, or be destroyed." The alien crew froze in fear. "It's the Juggernaut," the captain gasped. "It's awake." Their ship turned fast. They ran from Earth's space as fast as their engines could burn. Their hearts pounded with terror. And when they reached home, they told everyone, "It is real. The Juggernaut still guards Earth." On the Vorthok homeworld, the memory of defeat never faded in every school. Children learned the terrible story. The Juggernaut destroyed our fleet. It could have destroyed our world. But the humans showed mercy. Next time, maybe they will not. The Vorthok leaders never built new warships. They never dared to send scouts to Earth. They lived in fear, forever in the dark space, near Earth. Juggernaut floated silently, but its sensors were always awake. Its weapons were always ready. Its mind. Captain Drek listened to every signal, every starship, every whisper in space. She smiled in her sleep. Let them remember. Let the galaxy. Fear, Earth is safe. The AI Idolin reported softly. No threats detected. Earth remains protected, standing by for awakening command. Good, Drake's mind whispered. We will wait. As long as it takes. And so the legend grew. It spread to every planet. Every alien race knew the story. Every captain told their crew. Stay away from Earth. The Juggernaut guards it. It became the greatest warning in the galaxy, a law no one dared to break. Do not wake the Juggernaut. For humans had built the perfect defender. Not just steel and guns, but a mind. Human soul. A warrior who would never die. A protector who would never stop. Captain Helena Drake, the last defender of Earth. And so the ship floated, watching, waiting, guarding through the years, through the centuries, through the ages, a silent promise made to the stars. Earth will never fall, not while Juggernaut lives. One day, maybe far in the future, the galaxy will forget its fear. New enemies may rise, new dangers may come. But when they reach for Earth, ... when they break the line, ... when they come too close, ... Juggernaut will awaken. Its weapons will burn, its voice will speak, and the galaxy will remember. Terror once more, for Juggernaut is not gone. It sleeps in the dark. Ghost, a guardian, a legend, and its message will live forever. Earth is protected. Earth is watched. Do not come here. Far in the silent void. The old warship shined under the cold stars, still strong, still deadly, still human. A warning to all life. Promise to all enemies. We are human. We do not forget. We do not forgive. Juggernaut never dies.